Hey guys, so today I'm going to answer a question for you, and that question is, what is a sentence? Well, to learn about a sentence, we'll get into the world of syntax. Now, I do not want you guys to get scared by this word. This is a Greek word which means putting things together. So, syntax is nothing but grammatical order. So, I can say syntax is ordering of what? Ordering of language. So, I have given a simple definition to a sentence, which is a sentence is a grammatically complete idea. There are two key words here, grammatically and complete. So, a sentence is nothing but a grammatically complete idea. So, a sentence should make complete sense. A sentence consists of two parts. The first one is the subject part, which is normally denoted by a noun or a pronoun, and the subject part normally performs an action. Well, action that brings us to the second part, which is the verb part. So, a verb expresses an action. So, to understand these two parts better, let's look at these sentences that we have here. The big dog licked my face. Okay, what is the subject in this sentence? The subject is the big dog. That leaves us with licked my face. So, licked here is our verb, because here we are talking about the action of licking. So, we have a verb, we have a subject, we have a verb. So, just remember one thing. Everything apart from the subject is our predicate. So, we have our subject, which is the noun or the pronoun part, and we have our verb part, which is also known as the predicate. Now, let's look at the second sentence. Pick up the pen. Okay, pick up the pen. Is something missing here, or is it just me? Where's the subject? It says pick up the pen. So, pick up the pen, so this is our verb, the action of picking. Pick up our pen. So, this sentence just has a predicate. Okay. So, initially I told you that a sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate or a verb. Now I am telling you that this sentence only has the predicate. Well, what has happened in this particular sentence is, when I say pick up the pen, I am giving you an order. And in sentences where I am requesting you or giving you an order or a command, it is understood that the subject is you. So here, although there is no subject written, it is implied that it is you. So you pick up the pen, so I would say pick up the pen. So that's it. That is a sentence. A sentence is a grammatically complete idea. A sentence consists of two parts, the subject part, which is normally an action which is performed by a noun or a pronoun, and the second part is the verb part, which is also known as a predicate, and a verb normally expresses an action. And in case of sentences that denote a command, an order or a request, it is implied that the subject is there. We need not write it always. So, let's move on to the different types of sentences now. Hey guys, so in today's class, we're going to learn about the different types of sentences. In English, we have four main types of sentences, and those are, the first one is declarative sentences, the second one is imperative sentences, the third one is interrogative sentences, and the fourth one is exclamatory sentences. So, I do not want to give you big definitions to each of these sentences. I'm just going to give you key words. Just remember these words and y'all will be sorted when it comes to types of sentences. Let's look at the first type, declarative sentences. Okay, so declarative sentences simply make a statement. So when I say declarative, the first word that should come to your mind, that it should be statement. Let's look at imperative sentences. So imperative sentences they express, or imperative sentences are sentences that express a command, okay, request, or an order. So I know I told you that I'm going to only give you one word, but when it comes to imperative sentences, they express either one of these. So they either express a command, a request, or an order. Let's come to the third type, which is interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences, just keep one thing in mind, that they are used to ask a question. Let's look at the fourth type, which is exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are used to express a sudden emotion, sudden or strong emotion. So the first thing that should come to your mind when I say exclamatory sentences is sudden emotion or strong emotion. What we're going to do now is we are going to take a look at these sentences that we have here, and together we are going to identify which type of sentence it is. So let's look at the first sentence. Will you wait here? So the first one is pretty simple because there is a question mark at the end, and that means it's an interrogative sentence. Let's take a look at the second sentence. Please leave your footwear outside. So what is it? Please leave your footwear outside. That is a request, right? So if you were to come to my house, I would say, please leave your footwear outside. And that's a request. And that is why it is an imperative sentence. So it is an imperative sentence. Let's take a look at the third sentence. Where have you been all this while? So what I've done here is I have not put the question mark. So where have you been all this while? It has a question mark. That means it's an interrogative sentence. The fourth sentence is, we will not tolerate this. We will not tolerate this. I'm declaring something. I'm making a statement. That means we will not tolerate this is a declarative sentence. Let's look at the next sentence. I'm your friend. Again, I'm saying something. I'm making a statement, and this sentence is also a declarative sentence. My sister lives in Mexico. Well, I guess we have three declarative sentences in a row. So here, when I say my sister lives in Mexico, I am simply making a statement here. And therefore, it is a declarative sentence. Let's look at the next one. What did you do? So when I say what did you do, I'm asking you a question. What did you do? So therefore, since I'm asking you a question, it becomes an interrogative sentence. Let's look at the next one. Always remember what I told you. Always remember what I told you. So here, I'm in a way commanding you, and therefore it is, yeah, you got that right. It is an imperative sentence. So these were our four types of sentences. We have the declarative sentence, we have the imperative sentence, we have interrogative sentence, and finally we have the exclamatory sentences. So just remember these keywords. When I say declarative, the first thing that should come to your mind is statement. When I say imperative, these things should come to your mind. It can either be a command, an order, or a request. When I say interrogative, it should be question. And finally, when I say exclamatory, it should be a strong or a sudden emotion. Alright guys, so let's move on to our next topic.